Okay, so what is a data retraction? A data distribution from BW to other systems. As of now, you have seen all the exercises how to load the data to BW. But now you're going to load the data from BW into another systems, like such as flat files, database tables, and third-party systems. We have only three options. So we call this type of processing, we need to use a tool called Open Hub Destination. We also call it as a OHD. We used to call this in InfoSpokes in SAP BW 3.5 version. From 7.x version onwards, they have changed the name to Open Hub Destination. So now I'm going to show you how to load the data from BW into a flat file. Then you will understand this. Okay, let's start this class today. Log on to BW system. First, what you need to do, you need to identify where is the info cube. Take any info cube. Okay, so for example, I'm taking one info cube. Standard data loading. Okay, I have an info cube. First, we need to check whether we have a data here or not. How do I check? Right click on this, set display data, field selection for output, plan name, for example salesman ID, the calendar day, execute, then the data. I have certain data here. I want to load this data to a Microsoft Excel, the flat file from BW, from InfoCube. So how I'm going to load the data? Okay, now let's come out from this. There is a transaction code which you need to enter, RSBOH1. This is a transaction code for Open Hub Destination. OH stands for Open Hub Destination. Press enter. It will take you to a place called InfoSpokes are obsolete screen. This notification, you have a certain buttons here. So we used to call InfoSpokes in 3.5. If you want to do this in 3.5, you need to go for this. But I want to do through the Open Up Destination. It is the latest version in the 7.x onwards. Click on Open Up Destination. Then it is going to ask you what is your Open Up Destination technical name. OHD underscore 7 AM. Whatever the name you're going to give, it will take it as a file name. Okay, so please remember this. Then enter OHD for 7 AM class. Then where is your info area? I need to select my info area. So click on this. I'm not sure where is my info area. Okay, go back here. RSA11. Okay, what is your info area? IA underscore 830. Okay, come back now. It is IA underscore 830 is my info area. Okay, I got my info area. Under this, I want to take my info cube. Say I can get the data from data sources, info sources, data store object, info cube, multipro. I can get the data from anywhere. Not only from InfoCube, but I'm showing you only for this example through the InfoCube. Okay, now what is my InfoCube technical name? SIC underscore EX4 is technical name. Okay, copy this, come here, enter this. To bring the data inside the BW, I need to create a transformation in DTP. To send the data outside of the BW, still I need to create a transformation in DTP. So the transformation DTP will be created by the system automatically if you check this checkbox. Now click on create. When you create, it is going to take you to the next screen. It is going to ask you what is your destination. I have a three option. Either I can send it to a database, or I can send it to a file, or I can send it to third party. Third party is nothing but you can send it to your BO also. Okay, now let's select file. Whenever I select file, it is automatically selecting here. See, it is taking your file name as .csv. If you want to keep into any remote server, application server, you can keep this one by checking this. You need to give the path. Now I want to keep into my desktop. Okay, so browse and select your desktop. So the file goes and stores under this particular path. What is the format of data? CSV. What is a data separator? Comma. Very simple. Once you've done this one, click on save. Okay. Then click on activate. Once it is activated, please check here. Okay, click on this one. Okay, please check here. This is a file. This is a executable. It is already activated. It will give you proper information. What is the date and time you have created and who is created. All this information comes automatically. So okay. Now what I need to do? Simply go back. RSA 11. Enter. Okay. So now you have here open up destination. When you see open up destination, what is your info area? 8:30. Can you see here my info area in my open up destination 7 a.m. class which I have created? It comes along with your my transformation and my DTP also. So what I need to do? Simply open DTP. DTP is already activated also. Click on execute. Simple. When you click on execute, click on allow, all these things. That's it. It is loaded. How do I know that? Go to your desktop. Can you see here I have OHD 7. Okay. There should be one more. Yeah. It will create two files. One is s_ohd with your file name. One more simply your file name. Whichever starts with s, it is a structure of your info cube. It will take structure of your info cube. How many fields are there? What is the data type, length, blah blah blah. Another file contains a data. Now can you see? It is your info cube data. It automatically picks up your data from your info cube. This is a very easy way of creating data out of your BW. Is it clear, Sureka?
Yeah, Kiran, it is clear.
Okay. So after that, we have one more example is real-time info cube. The example exercise 30. So we have seen the three types of info cubes, right? We have seen a standard info cube and we have seen a remote info cube, virtual info provider. Now we need to see, we left one is called real-time info cube. So what is a real-time info cube? We use this for planning application especially. We have a planning applications called IP and BPC. There is a separate module also in SAP, Business Process Consolidation. We use this module especially for planning applications. IP stands for integrated planning. So what is a real-time info cube? We use this only for planning, not for normal data loading. Only planned application, planned data only can load. What is the difference in between normal data and planned data? We're going to see that. Whenever you create this real-time info cube, please remember it is a standard info cube plus planning. What does it mean? It has an option where you can write the records into info cube. All the info cubes, standard info cube, remote info cube, it has a only reading, but here these are write optimized. I can create a records at the info cube level also. So if I create this, I will get the standard cube info cube structure and features plus planning additional. Planning and loading cannot be done at the same time. You cannot plan the data and load the data simultaneously. Either you need to do working with the planning the data, or either you need to working at the loading the data at the same time, only one time. Say for example, I'm working with the planning the data. At this when I'm doing this, I cannot load the data. when I'm loading the data, for example, I schedule the data should be loaded at 7:30 a.m. At the time I cannot do planning. So you have to do either only one work at a time. Okay, so how do I create this one? It's very simple. How do I create? Let's see that. Go back to your BW system. Log on to your modeling screen. Okay. What is yours? Yours is 9 p.m. batch. 9 a.m. batch, huh? Not 9 a.m. Yours is 9 p.m. batch. Okay. Right click on this. Say create info cube. Enter. This is a real-time info cube, right? So real-time cube. Okay. So please observe, by default it has been selected standard info cube. You need to do only check the real-time option. That's it. It will become real-time info cube. Rest of all same, how to load the data and all this stuff. Okay. But I'm going to show you the difference. Okay. The loading data and all you know very well, right? How to load the data into info cube. But I'm going to only show you what is the difference in between the standard info cube, other info cubes and real-time info cube. How do I do the planning the data? Okay, the loading data I can take care of later. Okay, for example, I'm changing this. Let's say it is a sales dimension. I'm going to add a sales info object, SMID level. Enter this. Okay, I have a SMID here. Let's say I want to enter time characteristics. Okay, once I've done this one, I want to enter a key figure called sales. Very simple way of I'm creating. You can load the data from the flat file using by transformation, info package, DTPs and all, you are aware of it. Okay, click on activate. Just a simple structure. So it is activated now. I'm going to show you how do you do the planning, how do you do the loading. So now I got real-time info cube. Right click on this. There is an option called planning specific properties. If you select this, you have a behavior. You can change your behavior of your real-time data. Click on this. Okay, you have two options you have. Either you can real-time data target can be loaded with the data. Planning is not allowed. If you say a real-time data target can be planned but data loading is not allowed. So I want to do the planning. Okay, click on this one. Okay, then what happens here? Once you've done this one, now it is ready. Your info cube is ready for planning. Okay, so how do I do the planning? /n. This is only for demo purpose. Okay, in real time what we do, we load the data. But in demo purpose, the class purpose, what I'm doing, I'm loading the data manually. Okay, so what is the transaction code? RS input if you want to load manually, or if otherwise you can load by using like a transformations or regular process. Okay, what is this? RS input. Okay, once I enter this, it is going to ask you what is your info cube technical name. What is info cube technical name? If you don't remember, come here, find out. It is 9 p.m.
Real underscore cube.
Sorry?
Real underscore cube.
Okay, 9 p.m. class, right? I have real underscore cube, right? Okay.
Yes, yes.
Real underscore cube. Okay, very good, thank you. Click on this, change and create. Once you're done here, it will show you what are the objects you have taken here. Click on simple execute. It will take you to inside. Okay, so here I don't have any data. I am loading the data. If I want to load the data, click on create. So now I need to enter the data here. How do I enter the data? For example, salesman. I'll say salesman, for example, 20 or 22, whatever it is. You enter some, say, a calendar day. Okay, let's say I'm entering a calendar day is today's date. Okay, what is the revenue? I'm revenue entering, I am for example 10,000. What is the currency? INR. Once you've done all these things, then click on save. Okay, so the data will be saved here. Done. So once you save this one, go back to your real-time info cube, RS11. Okay, refresh, right click on it, say display data. Okay, once you display data, you know very well what you need to select. Calendar day, currency, click on execute, execute. Very good, we got one record. Like this you can load any number of records. So now what I need to do, I want to do the planning on this. Okay, so enter RS input. Okay, click on change, click on execute. So what happens? What is a planning? A planning data is nothing but if you change any values, whatever is existing, the values will be adjusted automatically. It will do automatic calculations. That is called planning data. You don't need to do any kind of calculation or formula. The data will be automatically adjusted. For example, I have a 10,000 here. Under 10,000, let's say that I am changing this. Okay, change to 5,000. Okay, once it's changed to 5,000, click on save. Okay, once you click on a save, then what happens here is, go back to your info cube. Let's say I'll open one more session, RSA 11. Okay, right click on your info cube, say display data, field selection, SMID, calendar day, currency, execute, execute. What happened last time? What was the data? What was the value I have? 10,000. When I change to the 5,000, now what is the amount I is displaying? It is automatically is adjusted. It's not aggregated, right? So the data was 10,000 first initially. Then we are like deducted a 5,000. That's a minus. So this is how the planning info cube contains. Have you seen any info cube till now? It is adjusting like this? No. What is info cube will do? It will overwrites the data. If I change any value and load the data, for example, if it is in a standard info cube, first I have loaded a 10,000. The same record if I load with a 5,000, what happens? It will become 15,000. But here what's it displaying? What was the first value? What is the change value later? So it's getting adjustment automatically. It's showing that there was a deduction of 5,000 rupees. There is a balance of 5,000 rupees. Okay. So what happens again if I go back to your real-time info cube? If I do any again change, okay, let's say that I'm changing this to another 15,000. Okay, then say save. I made a change to 15,000. So come to your real-time info cube, go back, click on execute. Can you see now? First I had a 5,000 minus, then I had to enter 15,000, then it is displaying 10,000. 15,000 minus 5,000 will become 10,000. Is it clear, Sureka?
Yes, Kiran. It is clear now.
This is called real-time info cube. If you load the data, it will become like this. Done? Okay. So we have completed real-time info cube also. By this example, we have completed a modeling concept. The next class is going to be data extraction. After the data extraction, we have a DEX reporting. So data extraction from now onwards, we're going to use only SAP ERP data. There is no more of flat file concept from now onwards. We're going to use the data from ERP. Fine. Chalo, then I
Okay,
will
okay.
start this class maybe next because other people are missing. We have a
Yeah,
class
yeah.
tomorrow.
No, Kiran, actually Sunday and Monday we don't have class. Again on Tuesday.
Okay, so okay, today is a Saturday, right? Oh my God, I
Yes,
thought it
yes.
is a Friday. Okay, then we
So,
have a Tuesday, from Tuesday to Saturday, right?
yes, yes, Kiran.
Okay, fine. We'll meet on Tuesday.
Kiran, I have a couple of questions from past classes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Kiran, you said compression can be done only upon the latest request, right? On the
Yeah.
info cube. What if let us say I have 10 requests in my info cube and 1 to 5 requests I don't want to compress because I might need to delete the data in the future. So at this point of time, I don't want to compress like 1 to 5, but I want to compress like 5 to 6 to 10. In those cases, how can I do, Kiran?
Automatically, if you select the latest one, below will be automatic. The system will take. We cannot control that one.
So that is out of our control, right?
Yeah, it's a system automatically creates see, you can observe in the status bar also. For example, if you select the 10 request, the load request number 10, if you click on compress, it will say that it is compressed from request number 002 till 10.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it will do like that.
So always it is mandatory to compress all the requests.
There is a one way of doing
right?
this one. So there is a one way of doing this kind of request is what we do is, for example, whatever you want to compress 1 to 5, we load the data first, that one. Okay, do compression. The later you load the later data like 5 to 6. You have another request. Wait for some time, load that one. Don't do the compression. That's a better way. But in case if you already loaded everything is there, you want to start again doing a compression, then that will be difficult.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, Kiran, tell me.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, Kiran, one second. In repartitioning, only we can do partitioning based on the calendar and physical year you told, right?
Yes.
What if I want to do like an hourly basis? For example, the stock market, bullion market, these kind of things. Like every minute is important, and if I want to partition like on hourly basis, can I do it or I don't have such an option?
You have only the date and the partitions, right? You have a physical, you have a calendar month, 0 cal month, 0 physical per. These are the only characteristics objects which you can use for partitioning. When you use for 0 cal month, it will ask you only month and year.
Yes. Yeah,
If you want to do this hourly basis and all those stuff, then it is all big workaround is there. It's a big process again. Yes, you can do that one also.
Okay.
But there is a lot of workaround you need to do. It is not a standard process.
Okay. And also for the info cube, Kiran, before doing the compression, is there any chance that I can store a copy of like replica of the info cube, so that in future if I need to see the detailed data, I can see it?
You want to store a copy of what?
Of the info cube before compression. Is there any chance, any way to store the copy of an info cube before doing the compression?
You mean the data you want to take as a copy?
Yes.
Yeah, there is again workaround. You see, these are all possible, Sureka. See, what you can do is you can create one more info cube. You can move this data into that info cube as a copy. Then you can do compression in case if you want to bring it back, you can bring it. You can keep one as a backup. Yes, it is possible.
Okay.
See, as of now, whatever we are teaching you, all the standard processes. So you're going to learn, whenever you enter into real time, you're going to learn all these things. But these are all the kind of like a customization and workarounds are there. Yes, it is possible. Okay. Any other questions?
No, Kiran. Thank you.
Okay, fine. Shall I will meet on Tuesday? Thank you.
Okay.